Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. Folks, it's time to review a fantastic novel by Joe Schreiber called Deathtroopers. Now in Deathtroopers, people come across an old prison barge. It kind of looks derelict. They go to investigate, and of course they find zombie troopers. That's not what they're called, but you know, zombies, the undead, have taken over the prison barge. This was the first time Star Wars had ever made a horror-themed novel. Now, when they put the cover up on StarWars.com to kind of showcase it, it blew up over the internet. Fans went crazy over it. If you look at this cover, you see it's a stormtrooper with a severed head. His neck, neck tendrils are hanging underneath the helmet. He's got a hook in his eye. There's blood on the helmet. Ooh, it looks nasty, and I gotta read it, right? This got tons of buzz. I remember talking to my best friend Bruce about this when it came out, when the cover came out, and we were like, look at that! Whoa, whoa. And Del Rey was reportedly surprised by the amount of good buzz, and this was going to be a paperback novel, which they quickly upgraded to hardback because everyone ended up loving it. Now, I don't know why Del Rey didn't already say, yeah, this is good enough to be a hardback. It's maybe a disconnect with what the fans wanted. Del Rey did take a good step into taking away from the, friendly, safe environment that Bantam kept some of their books in. Bantam wasn't safe and friendly, but Del Rey definitely gave it a darker tone when they took the series. But to take it a big step and make a horror novel, I can understand why they may be worried maybe and say, okay, well maybe we'll just do a paperback. But the fans clamor for stuff like that. We're not babies, and we want to hear the gritty, the gory. And I was so happy it got a hardback release. Of course, I got it. I read it. There is a secret appearance halfway through the book, which is hilarious. I love it. And the book is definitely well worth your time. In fact, they also made some short, I say short stories. Basically, they're just messages from the prison barge. And I think they were just recovered messages from the prison barge, and they popped up on StarWars.com during the release of this book. I collected them all. I don't know how common they are. I imagine they're not hard to find. But I collected them all, put them in one of my Tales of the Galaxy novels. And they're basically just like, short messages, announcements, journals, online journals, basically showing you how the prison barge went from bad to worse. The degradation of the prison barge, which is really awesome. It was really neat to read those. Not that they're super, they don't impact the novel at all, but they are fun to read. So, Deathtroopers is worth your time. It's not on my top 10. You're thinking, Matt, are any of these books on your top 10? Yes, we'll get to that. But if I had a top 20, Deathtroopers would definitely be on it because I love Deathtroopers. I know I kind of dogged Red Harvest a long time ago on this chronology thing, and I said Joe Schreiber kind of jumped the shark on that. But with Deathtroopers, home run, hard home run too for this one. All right, folks, that's all the time I have for now. See you next time with another video.